can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. And I really feel like from the beginning of the AIM ministry that it was the Holy Spirit leading the way, and that we just needed to adjust our sails. And it just shows when we adjust our sails with the Holy Spirit leading the way, what can be done. And to this point, and now it's almost 30 years later, and what a wonderful blessing AIM is to the area.
AIM's mission is to really step up alongside of women who are in trouble or have an unplanned pregnancy or just need assistance, whether it be diapers or formula, clothing. They just find themselves in a situation that there is no help, immediate help.
Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And so that's what we try to do. We try to love them.
My mission for AIM is to love the women who walk in the door and to give them the support that they need. And I know that by supporting the women, we can also help save their babies. But we can't focus on the babies, we have to focus on the women. So I always want to focus on what the woman needs and giving her unconditional support and love and letting her know that we are here for her no matter what she decides.
It's all about, God being the center of the ministry, and all the people that have come and in and out of the ministry and have kept it going, and all the added services that have happened over the years with the ultrasound, is a more recent development, and that was such a big step forward.
For the past 8 years, we've seen up to about 800 patients, and our success rate, if you call it that, is about 90% of moms who see the baby on ultrasound choose life.
We feel we're doing is just providing them with the right information they need to even begin to make a decision. We always just try to be as loving and compassionate and straightforward as we can be. We're not trying to exert any pressure on her, but just sharing truth with her the most compassionately we can. We just feel that we're equipping them with the real knowledge to help them make the decision.
We started the hotline in our home, and once we had the phone number established, it was a crisis pregnancy line, and it was in the yellow pages, and women would call in and I would answer and help them, talk them through it, help them look for alternatives. We had a referral service. We had a doctor who's willing to see them before we had our center ready. And once our center was ready, I was able to refer them down there. We had volunteers that would interview them. We offered free pregnancy tests and then diaper assistance, and we just wanted to really help them along through their pregnancy.
One of the first interns that I had the joy of working with was Kristen.
I first got involved in AIM when I was 15 years old, 15 years ago.
She was a young high school, so young that I was afraid to have her down here. I thought, my goodness, she's going to be younger than almost the girls we serve.
I remember going to AIM and meeting Sharon that first day, and the women at the center were so excited to have me there all summer, and they actually rushed me into the room and wanted to start training me in how to talk to women who were coming into the center thinking they were pregnant, possibly considering an abortion. I was completely blown away by all the resources that AIM had and all the support they were willing to give women to show them that abortion is never a choice any woman has to make, and that there is real hope and there is real love out there for her, and that's AIM.
So one of the things also developed, we wanted to reach out to the women who have had abortions, and we have learned about a program called Rachel's Vineyard. And that we started offering Rachel's Vineyard. It's a weekend retreat for women and men who have had abortions.
And she was just a volunteer finishing up her master's and not knowing what to do. And we were able to introduce her to Teresa Burke, who is the head and founder of Rachel's Vineyard. We actually sent her to Philadelphia to her retreat and training, and she took it home to Hawaii and started Rachel's Vineyard there.
We moved here as a family to Steubenville over 25 years ago, and around that same time, AIM was getting established. And so we were aware of it getting started. But over the course of years, what we discovered was that a team was being brought together like no other. Hope is essential to live a life that is truly human, and especially for people who face crises. Because it's not just clothes that are provided, it's friendship. And it's not just a temporary bond, it's something that is sustained. And so these women who have these kids feel as though they're a part of a network. And this is more than just organizational, it's more than just institutional. It's the very thing that gives hope to people when they think there is no hope.
The idea was to more fully unify our faith, family, and work life. And through the AIM ministry, we also have the opportunity to do this through outreach, and it's immediate outreach. Immediate outreach, like the AIM ministry, is a way in which we can have an immediate impact. And it's important to support continuously because this isn't something that goes away through one donation. We can help provide them with the information. We can help them provide them with the ultrasound that shows them the baby. So it's a way in which we can be involved in an ongoing effort. So
it wasn't me that did it, or it wasn't us, because I couldn't have done it. It was God that did it. And so I kind of look back at AIM and think of that, because I had no tools, and we had none of the practical tools to start a pregnancy help center, just didn't know. And here it is today, almost 30 years later, and it's just such a wonderful work in the Valley, and it's such a blessing to the Valley, actually, and all the people that AIM has reached out to and has ministered to.